Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiano Story House Books. So, what are we doing? Tonight, we are filming the next part of the Flips and Tips Folio Challenge. I'm going to clean up some of this mess. Testing out a new way to set up my camera here. So, since I have a tendency to drift to the right and down of my mat, even though I'm here, I'll end up over here. Sorry, and also my fingers are black because I've been playing. I was making tickets earlier with my new little, not new stamps, just stamps that I haven't used yet. And anyway, I was making tickets. And they're cute. They're cute. They're totally cute. Anyway, but tonight we're going to be working on the Tips and Chips folio. This is going to be part 6. Now, little story for you guys. I filmed part 6, 4 times, 2 different ways. And let me tell you what's happened. Now, part 6 was originally going to be panel number 4, which you are wondering, well, it's already done. We haven't seen it. That's true. You haven't seen it. Because the first time I did it, which is why I brought up me being in frame, I filmed the whole thing down here. Well, my frame was right here. So you didn't get to see it. So I made this whole cool thing and you never saw it. So I did it again. And I was going to, use the top section to show it to you. But I already kind of started it. So you didn't get to see the whole thing from beginning to end. And it's such a cool flip thing. I call it my little rolly flip. From like the Rolodex. You know how they kind of flip, the little cards flip? So this is kind of what happens with this thing. It just kind of flips open like that. It's so cool. And if I counted all these pockets, which I did yesterday, there are, check this out, there are 15 pockets, not total, on one side. And I'm not even done with this yet. There's 15 on this side. That's 30 pockets in a 1/4 of an inch space. Can you believe it? Not including the pockets that are going on right here. So that's 33. Now, if I add stuff to the blank pages, make sure you guys can see this. So the blank pages, here, 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 and here, and you're probably wondering where the pockets are. They're hidden. You can't see them, but they are there. We could get up to 21 pockets on one side, making that 42 pockets on one side. Now, I think that right there meets my own challenge. I'm really proud of this thing. I haven't seen anybody else do these flips, so I'm very hesitant to claim it as my own, because God forbid somebody else has thought of this and somebody comes out of the woodwork and tell me I should be ashamed of myself for taking somebody else's idea. So, I'm not claiming this is my idea. I think it's cool. I haven't seen anybody else do it, so come at me. This is mine. I'm going to say it is. So, all you guys, whoever, come at me. Come at me, bro. I think this is cool. I'm very proud of it, so, neener, neener, neener. I like it. I think it's cool. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you how to do this. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I filmed it twice. Both of them sucked. One was out of frame. The other one was half-assed. I am starting a new folio, and I am going to put this element in it. So I'm going to film it then for that folio, and I'll add it to this series, so you'll see what this actually, how it was made. So what did I do instead? Well, I decided we're going to do this section. Well, not this section. I was going to do this section in here, because we haven't done it yet. But I didn't know what to put in it yet. But a friend of mine directed me to a Instagram short of a 3D, not 3D, is a Speciman slide folder, and it looked really cool. But she didn't show me how to. It wasn't a tutorial. It was just a short of the end result. So I watched it, trying to figure out how she made it, and I did. So I made a couple, and we're gonna put this in this folio. So let me grab my version of it, and I'll put the link to her Instagram short, of course, in the description. But it's this guy right here. This is the first one I made, and this one is actually going to go in this folio. But it's got flips to it, so it technically fits the challenge. It's got a flip there and a flip there. I added the magnets. I changed the slide style on these front slides here. So flips open, like that. It's got some stamp work that I did, magnets for closures, of course, some labeling. Inside, this is what's cool. I think this is cool. So it looks like there's 4 slides attached to the folder, right? Nope. Nada. That's not what it is. Psych. So inside, she made these guys. Check them out. These are slide little, well, transparent acetate slides, right? But they're actually double-sided, so it's mirrored on both sides. Or the insect is, right? She uses. I recognized the kit as soon as I saw it because I own this kit as well. This is from the Junk Journal Studio, the Entomology and Botanicals kit. I've had it forever. You guys see me use it in other like field note folios or anytime I've ever used bugs or whatever. It's coming from this kit. You guys should get it. It should be a staple in everybody's arsenal of digitals. It's a really great, well-rounded. There's a lot to it. It's got labels. It's got bugs. It's got different types of slides. It's got, when I say labels, it's got labels. I'm talking labels. I think there's 4 or 5 pages full of labels that you can use in anything. I mean, here's one right here that I'm going to use. Most of these on here are from that kit. Tons of bugs, but she's also got a Kofi site, Kofi.com site, like I do. And she's also got freebies that she puts there. She'll put freebies of digitals that accompany the kits that she sells on Etsy. So if you get this off Etsy, which is really reasonably priced, totally worth it. I use it all the time. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. I'll also put a link to her Kofi shop to get the freebie digitals that go with this kit. Really great background paper, more bugs, more labels, more stuff. It is a must. It's right up there with Tracy Fox's labels, like labels of Days Gone Past. Those things that everybody has to have, and I think everybody does. I know I do. This is right up there with those. You've got to. It's a must have. And if Junk Journal Studio, if you ever see this video, girl, I love your kit. I just love your kit. I love her kit. Love her kit. It's amazing. Anyway, this is what we're going to make. So there's 4 pockets here, and each one's got its own slide in it with some stamp work and some labels, you know. Even inside the slide, there's a label sewn into it. And for those of you who are like, I don't sew, no problemo. You don't have to sew. Use glue. For those of you guys that, you know, obviously I'm using acetate. No problem. I'm going to show you how to do this without using acetate. What else you got for me? Well, I can't print on acetate. Fine, don't. Print on paper. You can still do this. It won't look exactly like this, sure. But you can do a version of it that looks just as good. But I'm going to show you how to make this one tonight. Okay? Get comfy because this is long. And it looks simple. And I mean, I figured out how she did it. It's pretty much almost an exact copy, except my stuff is a little bit bigger. I like mine. I wanted mine a little bigger. This particular slide die is one of my favorites, and it's a lot larger. I think the one she uses is the Tim Holtz, the smaller specimen slide. I found this one on Temu, and I love this one. I love this die. Actually, I would almost say, I venture to say I like it better than Tim Holtz's. Ooh, almost like silence in the room, right? I think I do like this one better than Tim Holtz's. Why? Because it actually, while I did have to cut out the back for this piece, so I can see that the see-through effect, it also has this cutout here that you can put a label in. I just like the way it looks, and it's bigger, and I just like it better. Well, I still love my Tim Holtz one. Don't get me wrong, but I do like this one. This one inches it out a little bit. Anyway, let's get started, because while it looks fairly simple, there's a lot of steps to this, and it takes a lot longer than it looks. So we're going to go ahead and start making this. And I did a lot of pre-cutting and a lot of prefabbing just to save us some time, because there's so much to do. So what are you going to need? Let's start with the folder part. Now I've already cut and inked this around to the corners, okay? This piece measures 6.5 by 6.5 to square, okay? This is just regular cardstock. It is not too heavy. It's not too light. Don't use scrapbook paper. You've got to use cardstock. There's going to be a lot of stuff hanging on this thing. This is a cardstock that actually I found at thrift stores, so it didn't have a packet. It didn't have packaging, just in a bag. But I'm thinking it's like if you get cardstock at Walmart at 110, what they say is 110, but it's really not. The cardstock at Walmart that I use, and I mean, well, a lot of us do use it. It's about the same thickness as that. I want to say it's like 65, maybe 85 would be pushing it. But don't use I wouldn't use anything heavier than that. You could, Like I've got some real 110 pound from Hobby Lobby over here. This stuff that's really thick. It can be done and used. You just have to make sure you fold with the grain. Okay? What is folding with the grain? Well, to find out which way the grain runs, okay, the way the grain runs is the easiest way for the paper. The paper will fold easier in that direction. Okay? So to figure that out, just take the paper, and when you bend it, if you feel the resistance, it's obvious that this does not want to bend this way. Okay? It doesn't want to do it. It's pushing against me. I try the other way. Easily folds. Yes, it bounces back, but this is so much easier than trying to fold this. Okay? I mean, I can physically feel it pushing against me versus the other way. So if I was to use this heavy cardstock, I would cut my paper, cut my square, but I would make sure to fold it with the grain, right? Easier way. Otherwise, it's going to be prone to cracking and probably tearing and splitting at the seam. Even if you score it, I think. I haven't tried it. I didn't want to. Didn't think it was necessary. So we're using this. Anyway, measurements are 6.5 by 6.5. Score it down the middle, fold it, round the corners, ink it. That's what we did with this one. All right, and I'll put that to the side because I am gonna sew around, not this way. I'm gonna sew around each panel. Okay, so I want the thread kind of the stitching to come down the middle part. So we'll do that in a minute. The next pieces we're gonna make are these top flips here, and I've already made one, and I'm gonna show you how to make the second one. This is the first one I made. I've already put everything to it, even put the hinge on it that we're gonna use. In the short, it looked like she was using some sort of linen tape for the hinge. I'm not a big proponent of using tape as a hinge, just because one, the adhesive is exposed. Number two, it's not. I don't see. I could be wrong. I don't use it that way. So maybe if I tried it and tested it, but I just don't see it holding up and staying stuck for very long unless you use another type of glue, and then you're still running the risk with that exposed adhesive at the hinge, But if it works for them, it works for them. I just would prefer not to use it. I did print on acetate on here. It's got some labels, some stamp work, of course, and some brads here and here and here. So we're gonna make that. So I've already got that piece cut out and ready to go. So what are you gonna need for these? Let me just leave that for reference for these. So I use, like I said, I used my die for it. You can use any size slide die you want. It's up to you, whatever fits, right? So what? You don't have a die? Again, no big deal. I'm going to show you how to make a slide without a die. Okay, so no excuse there not to make this. But first, let's start with this. How did I make that? So we've got I already went and cut my die. This is the reason I like it. It's got this second window, right? And that's where we're going to put the label for this thing, right? So first things first, if you're using the die, go ahead and cut your piece. I went ahead and inked it, and make sure I ink my inside my window. I did not do that part yet. Sorry. I tried to do a bunch of stuff that, you're not going to want to watch me do, right? But this has to be done. We got to ink inside the window. What am I using? I'm using Distress Oxide, the walnut stain. Now, I'm going to be very careful and make sure I'm staying in frame. Sorry, my ring light is, busted. Sorry for the noise. Anyway, we're going to ink the insides here. Make sure we get those corners, which are always a pain and so fun to get. Is it right there? Yeah, right there. All right, and let's go ahead and ink the back, because you will be seeing that part. Why didn't I do this last night? I think I was too tired to finish this up. I was trying to get a bunch of pieces done, or a bunch of steps done before I started filming, because when I did this straight by myself, with from start to finish, it did take me a couple of hours, because there's just a lot to it. I mean, there's the inking, and then there's the cutting, and there's measuring, and the sewing, and the la-da-da-da-da. There's a lot to it. So, Okay, I'm going to take my blending brush and smooth out my inking. I'm a heavy-handed inker, if you, well, you might have noticed. But this kind of smooths out the strokes, and I think it gives it a nice brushed look anyway. So I do this on most of my inking. Alright, so there's our slide. What's the next step? Well, we got to make this window, yeah? So if your slide does not have an open back, some of them do, some of them don't, you're going to have to cut this out. Now, what are we going to do to cut it out? I'm just going to take my handy dandy pencil and I'm going to trace inside this window. Oops. Whoopsie daisies. Good thing I use a pen, right? Trace inside the window. And then I'm going to cut it out. Easy peasy. Craft knife. Not on the brand new mat, Tiana. Yes, it's self-healing, but I feel like, I don't know, bad for doing that. But the mat was a gift, so I want to cut into it. Remember my little tip of how to cut a straight line? Easy way. Just pull your arm back, don't bend at the wrist, and it will cut you. It'll help you cut straight the majority of the time. Easy peasy. I don't even use a ruler anymore. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, no? Did I get all that? I don't know if I want to. My luck, it'll rip. Did I get it? Not quite. Why is it stuck on there? So it is being difficult. There we go. Save that piece. Might need it later. Alright, so here's what we got. Next step, we are going to glue in the acetate slide, and I've already printed mine. I'm using this bug from the kit. I think it's a bee of some sort, right? So we're going to use that. And I'm going to cut its size. I got some new Tim Holtz scissors. Let's try these. These are the snippets. So I got two sets, actually. I got this one, and then I also got this one. This is the spring-loaded one. Now, it does come with a different tension spring. I'm going to try it. Maybe I'm just getting used to this. It feels weird. I haven't tried this one yet, so let's try this one. This one goes on here. I do like how the covers snap on, which are nice, so you don't lose them. But I'm going to cut this down to size. Ooh, these cut pretty smooth. Ooh, that's like butter. That's so nice. I like that. Alright, I can cut a little more off this side. Ooh. Ooh. Those. Okay, so if you're a crafter, you know I'm getting like a little bit of chili bumps with these scissors right now. Like, ooh, that's nice and smooth. I mean, seriously, that's like butter. Nice. Way to go, Mr. Holtz. I like these scissors a lot. These feel really nice. Alright, stop fangirling about scissors. Alright, let's do your placement. I still gotta cut some off. Not paying attention. I'm all fangirling about scissors right now. Those are some slick scissors. Y'all need to get these. Yeah. I like these a lot. A lot. Okay, let's make sure we got this in the center here. Stop freaking out about scissors. Alright, that's about where we're going to put it. Alright, I'm going to use art glitter glue to put this down. One, because it doesn't take very much, because I don't want to run the risk of a bunch of glue gooping around outside the window. So, and it's goobered up a little bit. Yep. So I'm waiting till I can afford to buy a new art glitter bottle. Mine got so clogged up, and I would clean it, and it would still keep getting clogged up. So I got really mad at it one day and just chunked it in the garbage. So I used my spare Sugar Bell bottle for my art glitter glue, and this one gunks up just as much. And right now I can't find my pin to keep it from getting unstuck. All I have are steel, are regular metal pins that aren't stainless steel, so they rust when you put them in there. Okay, so we're going to place this as best we can in the center because I don't want to move this glue around a lot if I can help it. I don't want to run the risk of it getting into the window like it is about to do right now. All right, let me see what this looks like. That's pretty good. I think that's about, yeah, that's about straight. I'm looking at it, maybe a little higher up on one side. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that's down. I'm going to press the glue out and away from the frame, or away from the window rather. We do not want that spooging out. Okay, I think we're good there. Did I get it out? Did it come out? Mother flunkers. Is that glue or is it gunk? Might just be gunk because I didn't clean that window before I started. So, yes, I'm using my shirt. I don't care. Sorry. Okay, so we got that in. Next, we're going to go ahead and put the brads in. I should put those in first, but I didn't. So, I'm going to use these tiny little black ones here. And once I put this together, I'll show you how to make a slide without a die. And it's the same process I'm doing right now. After that. So these are just big enough where they don't go through the holes. And the legs are tiny enough that they won't get in the way of the glue. What in the world am I doing over here? And all my efforts to try to save time, I feel like now I'm wasting time by doing these, by being sloppy. Okay. I'm gonna put the brads in. Or not. And let's get these legs opened up. That just sounded awful. Come on. Cooperate, please. Let me break out my stabby tool on you. Can't see where the legs are together. Is this one defective? I came across one the other day, only had one leg on it, so I'm wondering if this is the same kind of thing. I just can't tell because it's so small. There we go. Da-da-da. There we go. Okay. Cheesy crazy. My vision is just going, I guess. I guess I could not see that. Alright, I'm going to squeeze these legs together so that we have them in a corner shape. And I'm going to take the end of my back of my awl and flatten this booger down. Maneuver this so that the legs are not sticking out once I glue it down. Alright, there's one. All that work for one little tiny brad, y'all. But you gotta have it. It's gotta have a brad. It's gotta have metal in it. Come on, guy. You know what I'm gonna do? For the next one, I'm gonna like kind of open it before I put it in this hole. I wasn't having this much trouble with these earlier when I was doing the other ones at all. This is just ticking me off now. There. Booger head. Get in a hole. Oh, now you're going to be cute. I'm sorry, you guys. I did not have this much trouble with this when I was doing it alone. Just because I turned the camera on, now it's going to be like, oh, we're going to screw with Tiana. I swear. Ugh, good lord. It's just taking me just as much time without doing all the prep work. Alright. Squeeze that down. Flatten it down. And that just came through the freaking hole. Ugh. Now I'm really getting mad. I'm really getting irritated with this right now. You guys are going to have to excuse me. This was not happening when I was practicing these on my own. I mean, I was done with these slides, like, after I did about 4 or 5 of them, I was getting through these pretty quickly. And this is taking forever, comparatively speaking. Okay, good Lord. There's 2. Let's try to get these done already. I want to get to the fun part, the stamping part, the labels. Here we go. That one a little faster. Maybe if I don't try to rush it like I'm doing right now. So I want to, you know, get this done for you guys. I don't want it to take forever. Okay, and one more bead. One more brad, please. Keep that out for just a second in case I lose another one. Alright. Cooperate. Thank you. So how difficult was that? Alright. Now we got our hardware in. Starting to look decent. Alright, what's the next bit? Well, we are going to put the label on, which I've already picked the label. And I'm going to ink it just a smidge. Let's get my inky pad down here so I don't get ink on my nice, pretty clean mat. Now I'm using, again, walnut stain for my inking on this stuff tonight. For those who were wondering. It's going to go like that. Just for the sake of being able to move a piece around after applying glue, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. It'll give me a couple seconds to position this thing so it's centered underneath the window, right? Art glitter glue, those that use it know once it sticks fast. It is no joke. But Fabri-Tac, while also just as strong, gives you some leeway. Just a little freedom to position things before it grabs. Alright, let me get this centered. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. Oh. There we go. I think that's pretty close. Okay. Now that that's down, we're going to glue this thing shut. For this, I'm also going to use Fabri-Tac. You could use art glitter glue, I'm sure, but I've done it so far with Fabri-Tac and it's worked out just fine. So I'm going to just go with what's tested and worked. I'm going to put a little extra over the brads. It's coming out really slow right now because it's kind of cold here. And my craft room is right next to the patio door, so it stays a little bit more chilly in here than it does the rest of the apartment. Which is, you know, of course, going to make the glue slow up a little bit. But that's not the worst part of it. So this is, I use Sugar Bell bottles like a lot of us do. And you will not believe what happened. It actually split where the name is. Underneath this black tape is a hole from where it came apart at the seam, or where the embossing is for the brand. It came apart. The worst part is that's the second time it's done that to me. And it's the same spot right here where the S is. And I'm just so. Excuse me, that pissed me off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I cursed just now, but that really just pissed me off. Not happening once I can see, but twice? Come on. Not for what I pay for these bottles. That should not even be a thing. Splitting on this side. Are you kidding me right now? So, anyway, that really upset me. So now we have to buy another bottle. And the only reason I don't use the Fabri-Tac right out of the bottle is because it starts exploding. You guys have all had that where the Fabri-Tac starts just coming out of the tip like a volcano, like lava at a volcano. You know? So yeah. So I have to use the Sugar Bell bottle. Because I want that small tip. I like the small bead of glue they give me. So I'm kind of like a slave to the bottle. That just sounded awful. But yeah. So I'm going to have to order yet another one. Okay, done with that. Alright, next bit. Let's go ahead and put, if you like, I'm going to distress it some more and put some splatter over it. Let me grab that little square we cut out, cover up my image. And put some splatter all over it, like that. I like my splatter, if you can tell. Okay, there's the splatter. Let's do the back too while we're at it. You know what? We're going to wait because we're going to put some labels on, and might as well wait till we put the labels on. Alright, so we're going to stamp and put some labels on the outside, like this. We're also going to put a tab on it, like this. So I have a little hole punch. A little paper punch that punches these out for me. So if you have that, great. If you don't, just cut one out. No big whoop. Easy to do. Just fold a piece of paper over and cut an L. And then you got it. You're done. Alright, I'm going to ink it real quick. This is one of the things I should have done prefab or pre-video as well. Alright, let's do a little blending here. And we're going to stamp this, and then this one is going to open up. So this one it will open up this way. This one will open up that way, meaning we're going to put the tab on this side. Yeah? So what do we want to do? We want to let's put a number or a word. How about a word? Like identification. So this stamp comes from this. This is Creative Expressions. Tracy Fox Creative. Clear stamp. This is the Entomology Passport Elements. And this one says identification. We're going to use a VersaFine Claire in Nocturne, of course. And make sure I get this. Yep, upside down. I think I checked. I'm going to stamp that right across my tab. Wait, yeah, okay. Sorry. It doesn't look big enough, I don't think. That's not, no. I'm not going to, I'm going to do that here instead. Like that. There. Okay. A little crooked, but that's okay. I accept that. Let's do something bigger. We'll just do a number. Ooh, I want to show you my new thing we can use. How about this? Okay, so this is a stamp, but it's nothing but numbers. I can make any date I want to now. Let's do this. And will that be, you know, it's going to be too big in it. Too big. Burk, I want to use that thing so bad. Let me find a number. How about this number? That'll fit, right? Oh, that'll fit. I know that'll fit. I've used it before. Okay. And here we go. Sorry, my head's going to get in the way. Okay. I'm not going to stamp the back because I'm going to put the magnet back there. Okay, let me clean this stamp off. I'm getting ink all over it. Alright, so that's got a stamp on it. Now we're going to attach this using art glitter glue. If I can get it to come out. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Ugh, a little too much work. That's the other thing I don't like about using this Sugar Bell bottle is it does not control the art glitter glue as well as the original, or its own bottle rather. Just going to open this way, so put the tab over here and a little bit down right there. That'll be good. Let's make sure it's straight. I'm going to flatten it down with one of my bone folders here. Ugh, darn it. Try to get it straight by moon hoovering it, and it just went sideways on me. Okay. Here we go. Got some glue coming up, that's okay. I need a little more ink right there on the edge. And there we go. Alright, next thing we're going to do, I want to put a label right there. So I'm going for my Tim Holtz snippets. Because there's usually some real narrow ones in there that we can use. Like that one right there. Can I use that one? That's perfect size. Let's use that one. Alright, let's ink it up. I'm probably going to do this in parts just because 1 hour here, 1 hour there, because this may take a little bit longer. I don't know. Let's see how far we get in an hour. All right. Let's put this boy down. And then we'll be nearly done. Oh, no. It's got glue on the stampy part there. We'll be nearly done with this cover slide. Alright, a little too much glue, see? If I had my proper bottle, I would have that problem. Alright, now let's put the hinge on it. The hinge, actually, is the cutout from this window, right here. Just need to fold it in half. And you're going to crease this super well, because you want that hinge to open very easily. So I would even suggest flipping it the other way and burnishing it that way as well. That's really going to loosen up that paper. Okay? You want it to open and close pretty good. Alright, go back the other way. That should be nice and ready to go. Before we do that, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to put the hinge on here, because then we can stamp over the hinge. So we're going to run it right here on this side. Okay. Up in the middle. Yeah. So art glitter glue it is. Okay. Now if it's going to open this way, the hinge needs to open the same way. So right here, this side here, and just press down. Bring that hinge up to the edge of the slide, but not past it, okay? Otherwise, it's going to catch when you open. Make sure if you're using art glue, you get that done before it dries. It dries, because once it's on there, remember, it's on. Ain't no messing with it. Okay, so we have our hinge here that opens up this way. Yeah. Now we're not going to attach these just yet because I want to put some stuff on the back, like this one. So let's put a label on the back here. How about, that's too big. I'm trying to use one of the labels from the kit that I cut up earlier today. Here we go. How about this one? That'll work. Let's see. Okay. And right in the center. Okay. That's on there. Now, I'm actually going to handwrite the numbers on here. Not with that damn knot. Let's try this one. Yep. Division number 104. Shelf number 2. There we go. That looks cool. Yeah? I think so. Let's give it a little bit of that. A little bit of that. There we go. Alright. Let's put a stamp up top. How about that same number? Because that would make sense for the number to be on the front and the back, like I did the other one. Boop, boop, boop. Bump, bump, bump. We're gonna go right in the center here. Hopefully I get it straight, because I can't do it from this angle. Pretty close. That'll work. I accept that. Alright, now it's time to do some splotchies. So I'm using archival ink, Kofi. This is a Tim Holtz stamp that I'm using. Where's my little square to cover up the window? Let's do a little sploge on that little label there. And up there. Flip it over. Let's get some more ink on here. And we're going to go all the way across. And then right there, here, there, there. I like a lot of speckle. A lot of speckle, a lot of speckle. Here we go. Now we're done with these two. Boom. Done. Done deal. Yeah? All right. How far are we in? We're 40 minutes in. Let's see. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm going to put these to the side. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to go sew this piece. I'm actually going to sew at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and sew these pockets. They're just squares. So these are, just so you know, for the pockets, you'll need 4 squares cut 3 by 3. Very easy measurements to remember, okay? 4 squares, 3 by 3 cardstock. I'm going to go sew around the edges and sew around this edge, and I'll be right back, and we'll finish this thing up. I'll be right back, guys. Hang tight. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so we've sewn around the cover, and we've sewn around the 4 pockets that are going to go inside. So let's attach our front cover slides. Tidy up just a little bit here. Okay. So this is going to open on the top. We're going to put this one up here, like so. Yes. And this one is going to go right here. So here's what we're going to do. We'll do the cover tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do the inside. There's a lot to do on the inside. All right. Cool. Okay. Let's attach these. We got some decorating to do. Yes, decorating to do. Let's go back to, I'm going to go to Fabri-Tac because there is some stitching around. You know what? No, we're going to go with art. Let's stick with art for right now. All right, now, tricky part on this one is when you lay it down, you want to make sure when you open it that the slide itself doesn't catch on this folder. So you're going to want to bring it a little bit away. You can see a little bit of space there between the slide and the spine of the folder. Otherwise, it's going to catch, okay? So just a little bit of space, just enough so that it doesn't catch and it opens up flat, okay? So you kind of want it flush like that. So a little teeny tiny bit of space. Just enough to see the light through, okay? I mean, just enough. And just test it, okay? You'll hear it catch. You'll hear a little squeaky noise where it'll catch against this paper. Okay? All right, next one, same deal. Oop, wrong glue. Same deal with this guy. Make sure they're kind of the same distance away from the edge, the bottom and the top. Let's set this down. Look at it real quick. Make sure it's even. All right, let's open it up. Make sure we're not catching. We're good. All right, there we go. That's a little bit crooked. Let's fix that. Okay, they're fixed. All right, so I'm not going to put the magnets on right now because the magnets need, I use glue to keep them attached, and they need overnight to cure. Yeah? So we're going to leave the magnets. Oh, am I hearing that catching? A little bit. There it goes. Okay, we're good now. Okay. Whew, that was close. I was about to get worried. Okay, so let's do some decorating. Let's put on some labels. Yes, labels. How about, we're going to put this big one on here. Might even stamp it. Ooh. I am going to stamp it. Let's do this. We are going to do my date stamper without the year and put a date on there. Because this particular date stamper only goes back as far as... Oh, wait, I could put something else. Well, it does time and stuff, so... But, and although it goes up to 2023... What are these? I didn't even know there were words on there. Envelope, enclosed... Answered... Record, it received... Let's do that. We'll do received. September 30th received. How about that? the date. Let's see what it looks like. I like it. Just like if someone went, bing, stamp it. Stamp, 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 stamp. Like it. Field number. Let's grab a tiny number here. If we have, I'm sure I've got one. And field notes are eccentric. I just gotta figure out which container it's in. Field number. Let's try in this container. Yes. There's a number right here. We'll use number 4899. Here we go. Subject. How about the word entomology? Yeah. See if I can find it. I know I've got the word somewhere. Here it is. Here we go. This is bugology. This is another Tracy Fox from Creative Expressions. And it does have the word bugology on here, or entomology rather. She also has bugology, as a matter of fact. She does. So we'll put entomology right here. Nice. Isn't that a beautiful stamp? Nice and clean. And then location. I don't have any. How about department? There we go. We'll put department for the location. Department 117, because I've got a department stamp that says department 117. I just gotta find it. Tag number. No. Where are you? There you are. Haha, found it. Department 117 is the location of this slide. Location. Department 117. Credit. Ooh, we need a signature for that. Did I bring my signature stamps over here? I'll bet you $1 million that I didn't. And I would be right. Hold on, we gotta put a signature right there. That just has to happen. And I know exactly where they are. Where is it? Here it is. Found it. Got it. This is a Kathy Holden stamp set. I can't remember the name of the stamp set, y'all. I'm sorry. But it is Kathy Holden, and it is from Creative Expressions. It has a bunch of signatures on it. Looks like this. Okay, and we're going to grab one of these signatures here. Put it on here for the credit. Let's use this one. Credit for this signature, whoever this is. Look at that. That looks cool. All right, now, wrong side, dork. I'm such a dork. I really am. Okay, back to the side. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to dress this up even more. Yeah, are we going to ink it? Well, yeah, of course we're going to ink it. Silly billies. Of course we're going to ink it. But that's not all we're going to do. We're going to trash it up a little bit. So, let's ink it. Then I'll take my brush and ink it up some more. Make it a little bit less clean. Yep. Then we're going to tear it. I'm going to what? Yes, I'm tearing it. In a minute. Not yet. First I'm going to curl the corners up, because I like doing that, making things look like they're peeling off the page, like so. Let's do the other side. Yeah, let's do the other side. Rolling it up against my awl here. Just put my thumb on it and just roll both of them together. There we go. Put a little ink on that. Like that. Ink on this one. Like that. Then we're going to tear it like that. What am I doing? What is she doing? I'm tearing it. I just stamped it. So... we're gonna roll these two and make it look even more ripped up. You don't have to do this. I just like the way it looks. That's just me. See? And it look cool. And then we ink these up. Ink down the center like that. And that, my friends, looks really cool. I like it. I'm gonna leave it. So there. Nah, nah, nah. Let's see. So we're gonna put this like right about here. Because where I've torn it is gonna get in the way. Ah, I didn't think of that. Should've. I didn't. There we go. We'll put it right there. And that should be fine. Will it? Will it? I don't know. Let's see. What if I put it... What if I ink up the other sides? And I put the tear here. In there. Not roll up the sides. Or I could roll up the sides here. Now you know what? I'm going to leave the tear. Just because I like it. I am going to roll up the sides, but just not as much. That way the slides will close. I got all excited about rolling up the sides of the label that I didn't think about placement. So, my bad. I'll put that right there. There we go. Yep. Totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. I'm gonna glue it right there. Wrong glue. I'm gonna go right here with it. Yeah, a little further over. A little further over. Come on, glue. Don't catch on me now. There we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're good. All right. Deal. All right. Here we go. Make them tiny curls. So that closes just fine. And we'll put the magnets here, the magnet there, and it'll close just like that. So let's put another label on it. How about one right here? Yeah. Then we'll do some stamping, and then we'll call this part 1 of this part 6 done for tonight. Here we go. All right, put that bad boy right there. I want to put another label right there. I kind of do. Kind of do. Kind of do. Kind of am. Kind of am. I think it needs something up there. I mean, we're going to stamp it now, but I still think it needs a label. Something like that. Yeah. That'll work. Why not? There. Now I want to put one right there. So let's grab a square label that I've stamped. Put that right there. Yes, yes. Love it. I'm making this one dirty, 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 dirty. Grungy, 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 grungy. We like the grunge. So what do you guys think of this so far? I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm glad I saw this, or my friend pointed it out to me. Alright, now let's put some stamping. Some stamping. We need some numbers. Of course we need numbers. Ooh, let's use my new stamp. Well, not new. I just haven't used it yet. We can put any number we want. So let's put... We got a 1, 2... How about a 7? and 5. $12.75. Why not? We'll stay at $12.75 somewhere. This thing's so cool. Now I have the ability to stamp any year I want to, anywhere. Look at that. That's freaking cool. I love. That's a cool stamp. I got it off Temu, y'all. That thing's awesome. I love it. It came out so clean and pretty. Look at that. Pretty, 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 pretty. Now let's make it dirty. Let's put something else on here. How about we're gonna go right across here with Speciman. What do you think? Yeah? Maybe right there, or right there, right there. Uh-oh. My stamps are not sticking as much as they used to, so I have to wipe it down with a baby wipe to get it to stick. Yeah, we'll do Specimen right up here in the corner. Here we go. Cool beans. And how about, oh, I don't know. Figure 1, 2, 3. That's always a good stamp to use. Put that right here. Yep. And how about, I don't know. What are we thinking? How about identification check somewhere? Yeah? Right there, maybe? Sure. Now we need something down here. What else have we got? How about some more numbers? What do you think, y'all? Ooh, we could do around. Let's do that. It's right there. Yep, doing it. Darn it. Right here. Yes? Yes. Done. What do you guys think so far? Pretty cool, no? Opened up. Here we go. Oh, something's bugging me. Right there. That is gonna, no, 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 no. Can't have that. Give me a label. Fast and in a hurry. Too big. Nope, nope, nope. Gotta put a label down. That is just gonna bug me senseless. No pun intended. Nope. Already used that one. Used that one already. How about, come on now, find me something. What's that? That's cool. These numbers. So it needs to be bigger. We need it bigger. Bigger is better. Bigger and better. Bigger, better, bigger, better. But that. That will work. Once we ink it up, it'll fit right in. Then we're going to splatter the whole thing. Yes? Yes. Okay. Then the cover will be done. And then I will film part 2. There we go. Much better. Much better. Much. Whew. That's a close one. Okay, so we're done with the front cover here. We did some stamping. We did some slides. Tomorrow we are going to do, or not tomorrow, but the next video that I'm going to film later tonight. We're going to do these pockets, and we're going to do the slides as well. Okay? How's the time going so far? We are exactly 1 hour. Perfect. All right. Thank you guys for joining and watching the video tonight. This is going to be, again, this is part 6 of the Flips and Tips Challenge. In the description, I will put the link to this kit and her Kofi site and the Etsy site where you can get it. I'll also put the link to the Instagram short where I got my inspiration from for this, and you'll see the differences between hers and mine already once you look at them side by side. And so yeah, tomorrow or the next video we'll do the inside, and then we'll attach it to our folio. We gotta get that thing cranking. We still got a ephemera to make. All right, and don't forget, also down in the description will be a link to our store, Storey Haus at Etsy.com, and to our Kofi site, where I've got some free ephemera up there for you guys to download if you'd like. Just put in $0 that you want to pay, and you can download it for free. If you want to really help our site, subscribe, hit the bell, and let us know. Well, not let us know, but we'll let you know when we upload new content. What really helps us is hitting that like button and leaving us a comment. Before I go, I want to say thank you to some people that left comments recently. If I can find my list that I had. Here we go. So thank you to Jess Giacinto, Vicky Sissoko 7150, Julie Van 2847, Carmen aka Carmageddon, Kathy Sachs, Angela Shields, Maria Vanderschaff, Sandy Audsley, Butterfly Crafts and Crochet, and Claire Nemeth. Thank you guys for subscribing and for leaving a comment. I really appreciate you and all my other subscribers so much for visiting tonight. I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll finish this up. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all be safe.